my good day everyone. My name is Amira Qistina with Mohd Zaki, and today I will be doing my public speaking on the importance of intercultural communication from an organizational standpoint. So, we might have heard the term intercultural communication countless of times in our lives over and over again, especially coming from my very own experience of management courses such as organizational behavior. But what is intercultural communication? So, it is understood as an interaction between two or more individual that comprises from the same to diverse culture. It is also a drive that stems from the belief that communication works best when it is constructive, free of misconception, and free of disruptions. People from Nordic countries, for example, are thought to be more polite than native English speakers as they tend to employ a more mannered language. And in another given example, based on an article from the Economic Times, Coca-Cola company once attempted to find a phonetic equivalent of their brand to be applied in China, and they thought of using the spelling Kekukela. However, soon they found out that the actual meaning and direct translation of that particular spelling actually meant bite the wax tadpole or female horse stuffed with wax. Now, that doesn't seem to make any sense at all, doesn't it? With that being said, this has led to our topic of discussion today, and there are three important points that I believe that could be relatable enough in an organizational standpoint. Firstly, it could help in eliminating cultural barriers. So intercultural communication development is vital for breaking down cultural barriers by boosting knowledge of cultural traditions, improving self-awareness, as well as interpersonal skills. Individuals can adjust their knowledge in order to better accommodate multinational firms through this mode of communication. So, for example, graduate programs under international matters attempt to break down cultural barriers by educating themselves with cross-cultural analysis and the impacts of culture towards conflicts, as well as various levels of communication. So even basic issues such as sufficient personal space and even meeting ethics could actually contribute to the impact of the outcomes of the corporate events. And secondly, it could also boost the productivity and competency of the organization as a whole. Employees from various ethnicities are able to communicate with one another thanks to intercultural communication. It also assists management competency in developing rules that takes into account of their employees, which shows that they care about their employees. And this actually allows each member to be productive and proficient in their jobs. So employees who are properly groomed in intercultural communication could then avoid any sort of confusion or discontent that could happen in formulating rules, developing incentive systems, or even planning meetings. Hence, employees that are satisfied with their jobs are more likely to focus on their task and boost the productivity in the company. And finally, intercultural communication could help in fostering effective leadership in the company. So, top-tier businesses usually are full of a diversity of people. Manager position that requires them to lead their teams by inculcating awareness of the company's rules, while at the same time accommodate the diverse viewpoints of their staffs. So a corporation that provides intercultural training to its leadership team could also then motivate their team regardless of their cultural backgrounds. Therefore, global leaders must be mindful of their own cultural stereotypes and be willing to modify their own viewpoints and gain from others who are more diverse than them. In conclusion, beauty in the world lies in the diversity of its people. So even basic acts such as mutual respect can lead to an effective intercultural communication by acknowledging that no culture is superior than the other. With that, that is all from me. Thank you, terima kasih, syukran, shishini, nandri, and kamsahamnida.